Hello again, Struck Co-op. October 2023 is yet another month filled to the brim with interesting releases. I've already made my high profile upcoming games video, and this one is the low profile underdog 3D 3-dimensional games video. There will be another one for 2-dimensional low profile underdog games. In this one, I hope you like my list of 15 titles that I've prepared that I believe one way or another deserve their own spotlight. They're all, as the video suggests, three-dimensional. They're all not so popular, not so expectant. But regardless of that, they caught my eye and attention, and I would like to share that list with you. And just a quick notice, I have Epic Creator and Humble Partner codes. The Epic Creator code is STRUCKTLF with all capital. You can use it on checkout if you want to support me. I would be very grateful to you, and it would help me. The other thing you could do is you could open the description of this video if you're interested in any of the games, and I've included various links. And where possible, where the games have Epic Store um, creator links, I have included those. When possible, if there is a humble partner link, I have included that on top of the regular Steam link that I've included for each game. So I hope you enjoy my list, buckle up, and let's go in chronological order. As I said, it will be in chronological order, starting with the games releasing in early October and the ones releasing in the end of October. The first one on the list is Station to Station. Visually very beautiful looking game. I really like the art style this game is going after. It is a relaxing, cozy simulation. And Station to Station is a minimalistic and relaxing game about building railway connections. Grab your conductor's hat and bring the voxel art world to life through the magic of trains. There is no demo, but on the 3rd of October the game is releasing. It is developed by Galaxy Grove, published by Prismatica, and so far we only know about a Steam release. Looks beautiful, hopefully many of you out there would enjoy it. The next October release that I believe deserves attention is called Battle Shapers. Developed and self-published by Metric Empire, Battle Shapers is a blazing fast sci-fi FPS roguelite in which you shoot and smash your way through swarms of corrupt robots. Wield powerful weapons, abilities, and game-changing new powers stolen from ruthless overworlds. On October 3rd, 2023, the game will enter its early access. Soft launch, maybe is the best way to describe it. So if you're interested, definitely do check it out. I think if the game is not overpriced, it will find its audience because it looks nice, it looks interesting, the combat looks fluid and fun. Let me just double check something about in-app purchases. I don't see anything about in-app purchases. So this game would be similar to Gunfire Reborn, Risk of Rain, so this type of roguelite FPS. The boss fights look fun. Yeah, I think the game definitely will have people who enjoy it. Next up is a game called My Little Universe. Developed by Estoti, published by Say Games, there already is a downloadable and playable demo on Steam. And keep in mind that the game is gonna be new for Steam and Switch, but it is already out on Android and iOS, and it's extremely successful and on Android and iOS. So on the 5th of October 2023, it will be coming to Steam and Switch. Stranded on a barren moon with nothing but your tools, fuelless ship, and celestial powers of creation, you are destined to recreate what was once lost and be the hero of your own little universe. Don't forget to call in up to 3 of your friends to join your journey in the split screen co-op. So there is shared split screen co-op, there is single player, and again, the game seems fun and it definitely will find its own audience. Next on the list is something called The Bloodline, releasing on the 5th October 2023 as an early access game on Steam and actually just on Steam as far as I know. Developed by Shield Bearer Studios, published by Hook. Another game with kind of interesting voxely graphics. An open, free-form adventure RPG that lets you play your way, reforge bonds between kingdoms, explore the wilds, craft and plan adventures, and wield mighty weapons or magic as you prepare for what's to come. Visually, the game again seems beautiful, seems nice. I definitely think there will be people who would love this open world medieval RPG. I think the systems and mechanics that players can experience will definitely appeal to a nice number of people. So as long as they don't overprice it, I believe the game can find success on Steam. And who knows, maybe if it's successful, it could go to other platforms as well. But from trailers, I can definitely see that it has its own charms and fun to offer. Next up is something called Wild Card Football. Described in one single line: arcade football for everyone! Exclamation mark. That's all there is in the description on Steam at the top. Releasing on the 10th of October 2023, developed and self-published by Saber Interactive, which I think is a subsidiary of not subsidiary, but a daughter company of the Embracer Group. So if you love American football, if you love a casual sports game with some interesting abilities, not just simple NHL, but some interesting abilities to make it more arcadey, I think Wildcard Football is definitely gonna be a fun sports game to try out. It has an interesting how should I say it, art style look. Definitely not going for the realistic, going for a more cartoony caricature style, but this thing that has football mixed with abilities definitely gives it an edge and makes it appealing. Next is a game called Star Trek Infinite, which is a grand strategy experience that lets you play your own Star Trek story as the leader of one of four major factions in the galaxy. Follow the specially crafted story or blaze your own trail in the first Star Trek Grand Strategy game. Developed by Nimbo Giant Entertainment and published by Paradox Interactive. Not a big fan of the Paradox Interactive being the publisher because they're famous, if I'm not mistaken, for squeezing players dry with DLCs. Hopefully, they don't do that to this game. The developers seem to have experience with various different games. This one is unique from what they've worked on before, but it's definitely something interesting. Releasing on the 12th October 2023 for Steam, and as far as I know, it won't be on other platforms, at least at first. So Star Trek Infinite definitely looks promising. Next up, we have a game that is not a new release, but it is new to Steam and GOG. Around a year ago, the game called Railgrade came on the Epic Store as well as Switch. But now again, it's making its way to Steam and GOG, and it is a train resource management game. Construct dense vertical railroads, build cities, construct vast factory, chains with train automation, restore an off-world colony's economy, all in this story-driven campaign. So 13th of October 2023 is the release date. It will be a full release, not an early access one. Developed by Minakata Dynamics and published by Minakata Dynamics and Gamera Games. So there's definitely a lot of unique compared to other railroad-related tycoonish games. This one is mixing up trains and factories all together. So there's kind of like a synergy between that. If you're into those types of games, Railgrade definitely might give you hours upon hours of fun. Next on the list is something called Cyber Knights Flashpoint, and it looks definitely fun. An indie game developed and self-published by Trees Brothers, releasing on the 17th of October 2023. I'll start over. Squad Tactics Heist RPG is what they're describing this game as. In a cyberpunk setting, 10 years in the making. Build your crew of hackers, mercs, and malcontents wisely. Their stories will become interwoven with your own. Use powerful cyberware, faction connections, stealth, hacking, and more to outsmart the odds. In the end, the game has a lot of stuff. A heist experience, turn-based tactics. There's stories to discover. There's endless builds apparently. There's evolving characters and power player strategy. Not sure what they mean by that, but definitely a lot of interesting things. So the game's coming on the 17th of October 2023, as I mentioned. If you're into cyberpunk visuals, if you're into tactical games. If you're into moddable games, because it has the moddable tag, not sure how moddable it is, but definitely looks fun. If you love party-based tactical turn-based games, this should be an interesting title to look forward to in the month of October 2023. And now it's getting wild. Skull Island: Rise of Kong. Releasing on the 17th of October 2023, developed by Iguana B, published by Game Mew Entertainment. Embark on a quest to avenge the death of your parents at the hands of the Alpha Predator. Go conquer waves of primal beasts and defeat the minions of your arch-nemesis. Traverse the mysterious island and uncover secrets as you encounter swamp, waterfalls, jungle, and all sorts of environments. Visually, the game looks kind of disappointing, and it doesn't look like it's gonna be that great of a game. So the only thing that makes it stand out is that it's adapting the King Kong Skull Island kind of, um, let's say, story, or universe, I guess. So yeah, you're King Kong and you're fighting a bunch of beasts, dinosaurs, and stuff like that. It doesn't look very promising, but some of you out there might be interested in it, so that's why I included it in this list. Next up is something that looks amazing, Dread Hunter. An indie game developed and self-published by Trickster Arts, releasing on the 18th of October 2023 as an early access title. It is an action RPG 3D, plow through hordes of deadly monsters and defeat vicious bosses in an intense, fast-paced shooter RPG where all items are legendary in brackets, levels are ever-changing, and combat is razor sharp. So if you're looking for a new isometric shooter action RPG, this one is definitely something to look forward to. Visually, it looks nice. There's plenty of customization and variety, I hope. So time will tell. Next up is Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged. Developed and self-published by Milestone SRL, which is a studio from Italy with a focus on racing games. They have vast experience in racing games, and the second installment in the Hot Wheels Unleashed series is here, and it looks fun. It looks definitely amazing. And if you're into Hot Wheels, if you're into racing, this is definitely a game that you would be interested in following and wishlisting and checking out some reviews for once it comes out. The world's raddest cars are back and taking the fun to the next level. Race over 130 vehicles with crazy new mechanics and even more vehicle types. Plus, build your trucks and with stunning new environments and different game modes to have fun off and offline. So yeah, there's gonna be online PvP, shared split screen PvP, as is the norm with some of those racing games. Next up, another interesting title coming in October that deserves its spotlight. Releasing on the 19th of October 2023 comes Hexarchy. Hexarchy is developed by Main Tank Software and it's published by Yogscast Games, a fast-paced strategy game which takes the weighty decisions of Oryx and stuffs them into an action-packed 60 minutes. Build a deck capable of founding civilizations which can develop economies, research new technologies, and conquer all before you. So by action packed 60 minutes, I believe that each game you play is 60 minutes. So it has the depth of a 4x, but it's also a speedy, so you can have faster games, let's call it. It seems fun. There will be cross-platform multiplayer, there will be online PvP, and there will be single player. As for platforms to expect, for now, it says Steam. So not sure why it has the cross-platform multiplayer tag. Maybe it will come on other platforms eventually. But Hexarchy definitely looks promising. Next up, another cyberpunky title, Ghost Runner 2. If you've played the first one, you know what to expect. If you haven't, well, there is a downloadable demo on Steam, and the game is also coming on the Epic Store, on GOG for PC, and as well as Xbox XS and PlayStation 5. What will run in Ghost Runner 2? A hardcore FPP slasher set in a post-apocalyptic cyberpunk future. Become the ultimate cyber ninja and prepare for epic boss fights, improved skills, an interactive story, new game modes, and captivating synthwave soundtrack. Releasing on the 26th of October 2023, developed by One More Level and published by 505 Games. And to top things off with something warish, actually that's not the last game on the list, but something very interesting, War Hospital. So War Hospital is releasing on the 26th of October 2023, developed by Brave Lamb Studios SA, Studio SA, and published by Nacon. Be the ray of hope among the darkness of war. Manage a British World War I field hospital in a 3D isometric RTS where you lead the medical corps instead of soldiers. Fight for life, soul, and humanity in a world that rejected them in a unique society survival game. So yeah, as the description I just read makes it sound, there is definitely some interesting mashups of genres. You have the survival game, but you have the society aspects of it. So it's kind of an atmospheric strategy survival game with base building, with resource management, with some interesting choices, matter mechanics, with some nice game systems and designs, and also multiple endings based on your choices. Visually, it looks nice. I'm digging the art direction that they took this game. So if the gameplay is fun, which it looks like it will be, then I can definitely see this game having its own audience, as long as they don't overprice it. Nacon being the publisher has me worried, but I guess time will tell how this will play out. The final game on this list is called Dragonair Silent Gods. It is already released on Android and iOS, but it will be coming to Steam and Epic, or I think maybe just Steam for PC. Dragonair Silent Gods is an open world, high fantasy strategy RPG that takes players on an epic journey where they can discover a dynamic world with high quality character models and diverse exploration possibilities that include character customization options and branching storylines. This is how the game is describing itself. Releasing on the 31st of October 2023 for PC, as I mentioned, it's already out on mobile. Developed by SGRA Studio and published by Newverse. But let's get real. I dug into this game and I found that it's just yet another gacha pay to win predatory game. If you're into predatory pay to win gacha games similar to Raid Shadow, whatever it was called, Legends, if you're into those types of games, then Dragonair would be appealing to you. You pretty much collect a team of heroes and fight and go through various different levels and stages similar to Raid Shadow Legends. But it's again going to be very predatory. You will, instead of, there will be something called die, and you would be rolling the die, different types of die, different rarities you could buy. That's going to be the gacha element of this game. So it's more of a warning to maybe stay away from this game if you don't like predatory cash grab pay to win games. It might look good on paper, but the moment you start playing it, you would see how predatory it is. But it's coming on Steam, so if you were looking forward to it, be warned.
To get notified when I upload more content like this one or other builds and guides for Wooter and not so Wooter games, you can subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button to not miss out on notifications. As well as keep in mind there's something called memberships on YouTube, which lets you be a paying member for my channel to get access to perks such as emotes and badges made by me, as well as the option to get one-on-one tutoring for the very basics of Adobe Photoshop, Premiere, and After Effects. And memberships can be cancelled at any time if you no longer want to be a member. Thanks for watching all the way until the end, STRUCKTLF. Keep it cool until next time, and goodbye.